pick some predictions for UFC Fight Night. Garry versus Prates. Pretty good card. Pretty excited for this one. Quite a stacked Fight Night. No card last weekend had me wanting to kill myself, but that's okay. The PFL is actually pretty good. I don't know if any of y'all watched it, but they had an event on Friday, and there's a lot of good knockouts. Like, it was a really good card, honestly. Shout out the PFL, even though they're drowning. I hope they stay in business. I hope enough Saudi investors keep pumping money into them to keep them alive, because Lowkey is kind of an underrated organization. Like, they put on pretty good fights sometimes. But anyways, enough about the PFL. We got the UFC this week. We got Chelsea Chandler versus Jocelyn Edwards. Pretty funny fight. That clip of fucking Chelsea Chandler fucking Usain Bolt sprinting away from Norman Dumont is so funny. That's gotta be one of the funniest, like, MMA clips, like, things to happen during a fight I've ever seen. That shit killed me live, bro. She fucking ran away like the guy from Get Out. Fucking locked in. Just straight up, get me the fuck out of here. But anyways, besides that, I thought she fought on him at featherweight, not bantamweight. Either way, she's a big lady. Mostly a grappler, I believe. I don't remember having much success striking. Did she win her last fight? No, she lost to Yana Santos. Not a good look. And yeah, Jocelyn Edwards. I've always liked her. I always thought she was one of the better strikers in the bantamweight division. I really like her kicks. She's got like fucking hips that are made to kick, is all I'll say. And she reminds me of Leon Edwards. Maybe that's because of her name. And you know, one could argue she looks a little bit like him. And fights like him, too, with the low kicks. And good physique. But yeah, sharp, pretty technical striker on the feet. And her grappling used to be terrible. Holy fuck. She used to have some of the worst grappling in the UFC. Couldn't defend a takedown for shit. But that's something she has really improved in her last couple fights. And I think on the feet, it's Edwards all motherfucking day. They're going to be in a big cage. I'm going to count on Edwards to be able to defend the takedowns when Chandler shoots. And also just keep her away at range. And circle around, land low kicks, and win a decision. Next up, we got Timothy Quamba versus Roberto Romero. Let me say, Roberto Romero, in the fucking picture that the UFC has of him, his hairline, it looks cooked, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened, but in these pictures, like, his shit looks, like, so unevenly fucked up. But I watched this fight versus David Oama, and it looked fine. He had a great hairline, so I don't know what happened on photo day, but the dude's hairline is crunched. Timothy Quamba, I think his hairline's also kind of cooked. And it's not that bad. Not that bad. But yeah, Timothy Quamba, he's very similar to John Castaneda in my mind. He's one of those guys that when they fight, it always looks like a sparring session. Just like a, hard sparring session. It's weird. Like, none of his fights ever feel like fights, It just feels like a sparring session that he kind of gradually loses. So yeah, I mean, he's sharp. He's not a bad fighter at all, but just kind of a pitter-patter Andy. Romero, however, he fucking scraps from the David Oama fight. As my evidence, he was fucking taking it to David Oama in that first round. Cooked him up, sent him flying with an overhand right. Sharp boxing, good kicks, good low kicks. Like, I was honestly pretty impressed with Romero in that fight. He looked pretty dangerous, aggressive, and technical. So I'm gonna definitely go Romero here. I'll go. Fuck it, second round KO. Catching Quamba while Quamba tries to back up. Next up, Jacqueline Amori versus Polyana Viana. I think Polyana Viana is actually not that bad. Wow, she's been in the UFC since 2016. No, 18. Never mind. Yeah, she like kind of sucks. She's lost to a lot of fighters that aren't the best in the world. But I think it should be mentioned that, damn, 3-fight losing streak too, that's rough. But I think she is the hottest woman in the UFC. Like, easily, bro. No question about it. Alright. And her neck tattoo is cool as fuck. Yeah, bro. That being said, that's not a good base for MMA. As you all know, I'm sure, being attractive does not pan out very well for a lot of female fighters. Just look at my girl, Paige Van Zandt, doing bare knuckle, putting her toes in fucking every combat sport imaginable. Yeah, she got cooked. And Polyana, 3-fight losing streak. I do think she can beat some of the worst competition at strawweight. Like, again, she's not terrible. But Jacqueline Amore, this woman is cracked, bro. I low-key don't really remember her fights that much, but she is on a tear, bro. 2 sub wins against Corey McKenna and Vanessa Demopoulos. Alright, maybe not a tear. Maybe that was a little bit of a exaggeration. But she's been doing well. Those are 2 solid fighters to get subs over. Nonetheless, like, those are both grapplers. So, yeah, I'm going Jacqueline Amore and by sub. Pretty basic pick there. Next up, Malcolm Wellmaker versus Cameron Simon. We got Mini DDP versus a guy who made a beat for Chief Keef, I believe. Yeah, this dude's nasty, bro. I remember his Contender Series fight. He had a nasty, I think it was like a left hook while the guy was coming in. Brutal fucking finish. And yeah, I remember being very impressed when I saw him fight in the Contender Series. Like, dangerous striker. And I think he could low-key fuck up Simon on the feet like Peyton Talbot did. You know, I do think Simon's not the worst fighter. I think he's always got a chance, and he may have made a lot of improvements since his last fight against Peyton Talbot a while ago. And he also has good grappling, so I could see him taking the fight to the ground and maybe, you know, out wrestling Malcolm Wellmaker, but on the feet, I think Simon might get cooked. This dude is sharp, bro. On the feet, like, he really is. Great power. His beats are okay. The one he made for Chief Keef was low-key kind of mid. It wasn't terrible, but, you know. And I think this guy's a welder, too. This might be someone totally different, but I saw some guy on Instagram, like, saying how he works 10 hours a day as a welder and then trains like twice a day also. He's like a UFC fighter, so That's a pretty good base, good motivation. I'm gonna go Malcolm Wellmaker, second round knockout. I love my second round DKO predictions. But I do think he's just better on the feet. And Simon stuff, but his chin can get cracked, and he's not a blockhead, so I'm gonna say, yeah, Wellmaker, second round DKO. Next up, Blackshere versus Aladang Ali. I like Blackshere. I don't know why. Something about like his build, and his fighting style is like kind of cool to me. He's like a kind of skinny but strong and athletic, but like also kind of slow twitch grappler that just is kind of like nasty on the mat. Has some nasty subs. Beat my boy fucking Cody Gibson. Cody Gibson threw that fight. He's doing great on the feet, then shot, and then got Kumor'd. Like, what the fuck, bro? Oh, that pissed me off. And also, I bet on him against Montel Jackson, and he got slept in like fucking 5 seconds. So yeah, on the feet, I worry about Damon, to be honest. But on the ground, he's very good. Like, he is a solid grappler. Again, not like super explosive. I think Haley will have the strength advantage probably, and maybe the speed advantage too. But I think Blackshere has the technique advantage on the ground, absolutely. And then on the feet, I could see him kind of losing there because Haley did look pretty good on the feet against Chris Gutierrez, even though he was kind of getting cooked and couldn't find him. Chris Gutierrez is actually pretty good. And yeah, I thought he looked pretty sharp, pretty technical in that fight. I think this will be close. I could see Haley winning a decision on the feet, maybe getting some takedowns here and there, but I think if it goes to the ground, it's Blackshere all day. I'll go Blackshere round 3 sub. Next up, speaking of the man, Chris Gutierrez versus John Castaneda. I'm going Chris Gutierrez all day. I'm betting the house on him. Maybe not the house, but I'm betting the car on him. He was like an underdog when this fight was originally scheduled, and I thought that was nuts because I like John Castaneda. Great mustache, good build for like a fighter. I don't know, just kind of like aesthetically pleasing. Alright, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. But yeah, he's pretty good. He's just like Timothy Quamba, although maybe better. Where like he's well-rounded, I thought he was a bantamweight too. Why are they fighting at the featherweight? What the fuck? Well-rounded, like good grappling, good striking, tight form, but just doesn't have that X factor. Doesn't have like knockout power or, explosive wrestling. Like, he just does everything pretty good, but nothing amazing. And Chris Gutierrez, kind of similar, but he has great kicks. He's fast, and he's really good at controlling space and the distance. Let's see the reach. Okay, John Castaneda, longer reach, and he's 3 inches shorter, which is going to be tough. I think Gutierrez is going to kick him up, win it boring, 29-28 decision, maybe get taken down once or twice, but going to get back to his feet. And then I think it's going to be a lot like the Aladang Ali fight, where he just kind of picks him apart from the outside using his kicks and gets the decision. So I'm going to go Chris Gutierrez by decision. And I think I'm going to bet on this fight depending on the odds. If Castaneda is an underdog, I'd put some money on Gutierrez. Next up, Evan Elder versus Gage Young. Gage Young coming in on short notice, I believe. Evan Elder, I watched like 2 of his fights. He looked pretty sharp. Reminded me of Francis Marshall, the guy who Loki beat Darian Santos, who's fighting Sadiq Youssef, by the way, in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. I'm so hyped. That's such a good fight. But yeah, just one of these American guys size that's pretty good, well-rounded, decent fight IQ, but again, doesn't do anything crazy good or uniquely special. Apparently he was beating Nazim Sadikov for 2 rounds before he got cut. And if that's true, that is impressive, because Sadikov is very good. I think he's a high-level fighter. And so for him to, be winning that fight, I do think this guy's not bad. Gage Young coming in on short notice. I watched some of his highlights. Seems like a wrestler, but with good boxing. Fought this cracked Australian dude on the contender series and lost that fight, but looked pretty good. And yeah, I'm gonna go Evan Elder by decision, but I do think Gage Young is pretty good. I think this might be closer. I don't know what the odds are. I'd imagine Elder's favorite. But I wouldn't be surprised if Gage Young caught him or had some good, takedowns. But from what I've seen, Evan Elder's a lot more tested. Shane Young still seems to be pretty young. He's still pretty young in his career. Sorry. He's still pretty young in his career, so I think this can be like a vet fight. I think Evan Elder is going to use that experience, man, to not finish, but win by decision against Gage Young. Next up, great fight. This is like the best fight on the card, Loki. Matt Schnell versus Jimmy Flick. 2 guys that are fighting to not get cut from the UFC, although I thought Matt Schnell retired, so I don't know what happened with that, but I'm always happy to see the boy back. The homie Matt Schnell at 35 years old. The thing is, he looks kind of good on the feet. He's moving his head, he's got cool veins. He's got a big head, low-key, and then he just gets cracked, bro, every time. He just gets caught with some shit that he does not see coming, and it's over, bro. From there, he's getting finished every time. Besides, God, what's his name? The Asian guy that elbowed him 20 times, then got triangled. Yeah, always gets caught, always gets knocked out. That being said, I don't think he'll have to worry against Jimmy Flick, who is not a striker, pretty much a pure grappler. Had a flying triangle win that I think got sub of the year, or was at least nominated. God, I didn't know Matt Schnell's been in the UFC for so long. 2016, almost 10 years, that's crazy. But yeah, let's see his last couple. Okay, KO'd by Mateus Nicolau. Oh yeah, Sumadarji. Beat Sumadarji. Submitted by Brandon Royval. Okay, lost decision to Cody Durden. And they got knocked out versus Steve Herzeg, right? Okay, that's just not showing up for some reason. Weird. But yeah, looks kind of technical on the feet, and then just gets cooked. Jimmy Flick, pretty trash on the feet, but great jits. Not phenomenal wrestling. One of those not really Ryan Hall, but those guys that just find subs somehow. Yeah, I don't know how this fight's gonna go, bro. It's such a goofy fucking fight. This guy lost to fucking Nate Minez. Loki was almost getting beat by Malcolm Gordon. I'm gonna go Schnell. I think the boy can do it. I think he can defend the takedowns, not get subbed, and find the fucking, body shot TKO round 1. I just want Match Snell to win, Loki. I kind of want Flick to win too, but at least he's coming off a win, so I'll go Schnell first round body shot TKO, but I am not confident in that pick whatsoever because I haven't seen much from his ground game, honestly. Alright, Andre Muniz versus Ikram Alaskarov. Let me complain about this fight real quick. They have made this fight like 14 fucking times, and I don't know why. I kind of do know why, but this shit has been scheduled for like every Saudi Arabia card for the past like 2 fucking years. I don't get it. They, like, visa issues, injuries, I don't know what the fuck is causing this fight to fall out, but this shit's been canceled so many times, and it's not a good fight. Like, I don't want to see this. Muniz kind of sucks. Like, he's not very good. He's got good jits, but like, does he? You know, got subbed by Brendan Allen, Loki, easy as fuck. Like, I thought he lost against the Iron Turtle. I think he was given that win. Yeah, he got fucking ground and pound TKO'd by Paul Craig. Yeah, he beat Jun, the fucking Iron Turtle. I love that guy. And I low-key think the Iron Turtle beat his ass and won that fight, so that was some bullshit. But like, he beat Uriah Hall and Eric Anders. Like, come on, bro. Who is this guy beating, bro? No one that good. And then Ikram is a great prospect. Really good wrestling. Solid striking, like, well-rounded. A lot of hype. Like, this is such an obvious setup fight for Ikram to get an easy KO. I don't think he'll engage in much grappling, but if he does, I think he'll have success. I think on the feet, he's way better, way faster, sharper. I think he's better literally everywhere, besides maybe the, like, technical jiu-jitsu. And yeah, I think this obvious fight from the UFC to just get him a good win. And I low-key don't mind, because I listened to a interview after Ikram lost to Robert Whittaker, and he was cool as fuck, bro. He seemed like a really nice guy. He's talking about how much of a fan he was of Robert Whittaker, and like how much of a legend he is, and he just seemed like a good dude, so I'm low-key rooting for him. I'm going to Ikram first round TKO. Easy win. Kind of a dumb fight. I'd rather see him against someone up and coming. Next up, Nicholas Dalby versus Rainey Brown. This is such a like unranked welterweight fight. Like, I feel like these guys should have fought each other by now. They're like the exact same level of welterweight, top 20 but not top 15. And yeah, I like Dolby. He's one of my favorite fighters too. That's like kind of underrated. He's had a bit of a resurgence. Had a lot of really good performances recently. I thought he looked great against Renat. Lost that fight, but made it very competitive. Fucking his fight against Bonfim was so good, dude. Watch that fight if you haven't. Bonfim came out like a bat out of hell, trying to knock him out. Dolby, durable as fuck, survived, and then put the whoops on him, put that pace on him, put that pressure on him, put that motherfucking butter on him. Like, that shit was nasty, bro. Beautiful performance from Nicholas Dalby. And yeah, he's been looking good. He's like a Nordic dude with sick ass tats and a cool beard. Kinda like a cage wrestler a little bit. But yeah, great volume. Randy Brown, long rangey striker. Loki beat Brian Battle, but that fight sucked, which was really sad. And yeah, Dolby could definitely cage wrestle this guy for fucking 15 minutes. But on the feet, I got Randy Brown all day Loki. I do think he's pretty high level on the feet, honestly. Like, his boxing is pretty pretty sharp, and he's got a crazy physique for welterweight too. I'll go Randy Brown by decision, but I'm rooting for Dolby, and yeah, I could see him wrestling and having success there. Next up, Abus versus Michel Pereira. This is a tough one too. I love this matchup though. Phenomenal matchmaking by the UFC here. Both guys got like 1 round of cardio. Although Abus has been wrestling a lot recently, and I think he might do that against Pereira, especially early. Pereira does not have bad grappling by any means, but he is up a weight class, and Abus is a very good, very big middleweight. So I'm low-key going with Abus because I think he has the grappling edge, and he could get knocked out, but he's not the type of fighter that I see getting like randomly chinned by some crazy shit. Just fucking, if Abus ever like falls or gets tripped, do not stay there, bruh, because you're getting backflipped on and stomped in the fucking head and then ground and pounded, and the ref ain't doing shit about it. So yeah, I'm gonna go Abus. I'll go decision by I'll go 3rd round sub after gassing out Pereira using his wrestling, but I do hope they keep it on the feet because this is such a fun fight. Speaking of fun fights, we've got the homie Giga versus David Oama. I love Giga. He's got one of the coolest names of all time. It's so fun to say. And yeah, ever since the COVID era, he fought like 5 times in the Apex. And I loved him just because his name was so cool and so fun to say. Giga, 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 Giga. And also his style is sick as fuck. Great body kicks, like real kind of karate-ish kickboxer. Uses the Giga kick where he lands like with his foot, Loki. And yeah, I love kickers. I'm a big fan of like technical kickers. David Oama, kind of hit or miss type of guy. Always in a fun fight. He's pretty sharp, like not super high volume, but I think very accurate and finds his shots well. Pretty well rounded too. His grappling isn't bad. I'd say the cardio is probably the only issue, but I feel like he's kind of dialed that in recently, and he's also been looking great since the Nate Landwehr fight, which I think was his last loss. Yeah, it was losing to Gabriel Santos, then knocked him out. That was impressive. Yeah, beat Jonathan Pierce too. I don't remember that fight. But yeah, lost to Nate Landwehr and Mason Jones. Interesting. This is a tough one. I think this is like a pick'em. I'm gonna go Giga just because I like him and I want him to win. He is a little bit old at this point, 36, not great at featherweight, but I thought he looked really good against Arnold Allen. I think Arnold Allen is elite, and he made it very close with him, so I'm gonna go Giga. Fucking 3rd round, body kick, Giga kick, TKO. But I'm not super confident. I could see Oama gassing him out and sleeping him, or wrestling. Next up, Anthony Smith versus Zhang Mingyang. Zhang, fucking blockhead, bro. Definition of a blockhead. Looks like something out of Minecraft. I don't really know what. Like, whether he looks more like a iron golem or like a zombie, or maybe not like a skeleton. Jesus Christ. But yeah, pretty good. Fucked up tukos. With elbows, I believe. From what I've seen, he's pretty sharp. Big ass dude. Good knockout power. Very exciting. Anthony Smith, very exciting also, but in a bit of a different way. This is actually a really tough one for me because this is one of those fights that Anthony Smith always ends up winning. Like against Vitor Petrino, just boom, finds a guillotine like that. Against Devin Clark, boom, triangles him like it's nothing. Against Ryan Spann the first time, I think he won by decision. I forgot what happened, maybe septum. Let me see real quick. Damn, Anthony Smith's been in the UFC since 2013. That's crazy. Dude, that's so much brain damage. That's actually insane. How do you get him? Oh, he did sub him. Yeah, he did. It's like sometimes he'll just find these random ass subs on these guys that aren't that good, and then he always loses to the elite and, you know, really good guys in the division. And, like, bro, I could so see him getting a guillotine or a triangle or some bullshit submission on the feet. Again, I don't think Anthony Smith's that bad, like, actually, but Zhang is just gonna have way more power. I think he's gonna impose his will in there, kind of use his aura to kind of crush Smith's confidence. And yeah, Smith could definitely latch up his up as he does against non-top flight competition. But I gotta go Zhang by first round knockout or TKO with Anthony Smith balling up and getting ground and pounded. As sad as it is to say. And also fuck the UFC for making this his retirement fight. That's so cooked. But who knows, he might find us up. Next up, Ian Machado Garry versus Carlos Prates. I'm going Garry by decision. I think this is easy pick. Prates is good, but I feel like everyone he's gone against has been shorter and also damn, 78-inch reach, that's cracked. Yeah, he's got like tarantula limbs, this dude. But yeah, he's Loki, like, taller than all of his opponents that he's faced, and faster too. And the thing about Ian Garry is he's very fast, and he's pretty tall. Like, I think he's one of the faster, cleaner, you know, technique-wise, welterweights. This is a great fight. I mean, I'm very exciting. I like that they're matching these two guys up. I low-key like the Jeff Neal fight better. I think entertainment-wise, that would have been a way more fun fight. But Ian's been fucking grappling. He's been in the lab, cooking up in Brazil, eating acai with Charles Oliveira, getting cucked by some Brazilian dude, probably. And yeah, like, he's become a grappler, bro. We know the game plan when Garry's against someone who, on the feet, poses a lot of danger. He's grappling, and he's not a wrestler. He's a judo guy, so he's not gonna shoot a ton of, you know, doubles or fucking singles. He's gonna, like, get a body lock, try to drip, get against the cage, and try to find his takedown from there. And he does have good grappling. Like, his jiu-jitsu is really good, especially from where it once was. But I don't think he's gonna strike with Prates at all. I think he's gonna fucking push him up to the cage, close that distance, and just kind of wrestle fuck him and fail takedowns for a while until maybe he gets one or two, maybe he gets the back. And then, you know, the round ends, they restart. I just don't see Prates catching Garry easily. I hope he does. I'm praying for it, but I think Prates does well against shorter, you know, kind of stockier hook spammers. I think a technical guy like Ian Garry's gonna, you know, stay safe, be fast, and able to get out of the way of Prates' attacks, and then just smudge him up against the cage for 5 rounds. You know, I'll be hyped if Prates knocks him out, but that really is how I see this fight going. I don't really see it going any other way besides Ian Garry fucking his zesty ass clinch against the cage and winning a decision. So, to recap, I've got Edwards, Romero, Amorin, Wellmaker, Blackshere, Gutierrez, Elder, Schnell. Bro, just like saying that I'm picking Matt Schnell to win a fight in 2025, the big 2025. That's rough. I don't know why, but that felt wrong to me, Loki. Askarov, Brown, Magomedov, Chikadze, Smith, Ming Yang, and Garry. Really good card. I think this will be a very fun card. A lot of good performances, a lot of fun fights. Maybe not on the prelims. Loki, the prelims are kind of light. Actually, not even though. We got Damon, Chris Gutierrez, and Malcolm Wellmaker, and Cameron Simon. So actually, never mind. Prelims might be fire too. Yeah, really looking forward to this one. Think it'll be a great card. Very excited. Thanks for watching. I appreciate